Oh.
I also love that this is also the first time that's also that they're kind of waiting for the child to speak. You know, like if you're willing to accept it, which all dramatic constructs rely on your willingness to accept them.
This one will protect you through your darkest dreams.
I love how much of a caring father Regis is.
In the world of your dreams, you are king.
Yeah, like Regis Philbin.
I'm not afraid.
Famed, lovable talk show host of the 90s and 2000s. And Who Wants to Be a Millionaire host.
In that brief moment, we had literally like all three big elements of that story, of this self-contained story that we wanted to have happen. All of them happened right there.
Yeah.
We not only had the contextualization of why the Carbuncle is allowed to speak, is allowed to perform this kind of expository role for Mondas, because he is a character who has an intimate relationship with Mondas, trust as the father, which also recontextualizes everything, all of that stuff we heard with the soccer ball story.
Yep.
It establishes it as a relationship with subtleties, whereas, say, a relationship like the one between Jecht and Titus in Final Fantasy X is one of pretty much pure force.
Nothing subtle about it.
Yeah, there's not a lot of subtlety to it, which, you know, not all bad or good relationships are subtle.
Hit him with the meteors! Hit him with the meteors!
We don't really have meteors.
Oh, never mind then! Hit him with the jump shot! The invisible shots!
Hit him with a best shot.
Warp
I think we made this
free!
joke before. There is something that I want to point out.
Someone doesn't want to wake you up. What doesn't want you to wake up?
There's something that I want to point out before the battle and before the cut to real life.
Yeah.
Is that Carbuncle said, "This is your home, but is this really your safe space?"
Which still sounded weird, but let me... Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me what.
But before, we were talking about, or it was saying, hey, this is the car that's based off of, like, the one that you have. This is your safe space.
Oh!
Well,
nice!
There's that conversation between home and mobility there, but there's also the implication, of course, not just that you are not safe in a literal sense because there's somebody sending a monster in your dreams to attack you, which is a conflation of dramatic and metaphorical structures that Final Fantasy has mastered.
Right.
But there's also the idea that there's also the
Back it
idea,
up, boy! Back it up, big boy!
There's also the
So there's
also the questioning home as the safe space to begin with.
That's what I'm saying. There's the home, there's the car. One should be your safe space, and one should be your space of, like, improvised danger.
Right.
Because one is a motorized vehicle that can travel 80 miles an hour and murder you. That's not a safe spot. It runs off of explosions in front of your crotch.
Well,
that's what a combustion engine is.
Hold the phone there, Sylvester. This was made in Japan, so we're going in kilometers.
Right. Okay,
so
okay.
100 kilometers per hour is
Even
safe
more
highway speeds.
Even more ridiculous.
The other thing being that we know from episode Duskai and all of the trailers that we've seen that all of this is that Final Fantasy 15 is about the prince trying to reclaim the throne of the king, and these
he's pissed.
people trying to fight these people essentially trying to make the journey home. So we already have an implied metaphorical journey from the car to the car to the castle. You know,
but the home's not a safe space.
Trying to make the journey of safe. Trying to take the one safe place back to the other. You know?
Maybe?
To reconcile.
That's... You know, I kind of like it. I kind of really like it.
Mm-hmm.
I think
we're making very loose readings here, but we only have a limited selection of our text available to here. What's impressive is how much of it is actually already here in the space of just the Duskai demo, the Platinum demo, and the Brotherhood anime.
Yep.
So... I think you got me. I know I made you work hard.
Have I argued you into a corner?
No, I don't think... It's not about arguing you into a corner. I think you've convinced me. Between the themes of childhood, fatherhood, and home,
we got
family and home, and what those ideas mean, I think I'm starting to put a really good picture together about why all these spaces come together. Mm-hmm. What is the point of all of these... The images, the forms... the ideas, how they come together. I see where this is going now. I have a much clearer picture of the big idea.
And the thing about it, of course, is that if we're willing to allow ourselves to think a little bit commercially here, I mean, this is a demo for Final Fantasy 15, and not
Right.
only was showing off our tech stuff, not only showing off our combat engine, not only showing off how the game feels and all that, but it's it's trying to demo the story.
The main point is to advertise why you should care about Final Fantasy 15. And the first time we went through this, I didn't come away with it thinking like, hey, there might be something I care about. It's like, oh yeah, this is pretty. This sounds nice. Where does it all come together though? And
that's more clear to you now.
that's more clear to me now that I have a better understanding of the characters, their motivations, the stakes involved, and what the
that an oil
greater themes of
Oh my
everything
god, there's
is.
an explosive drum.
Excellent.
We haven't even been using this. Oh my god, we got to do this. The other thing that I think is worth noting. Wait, are we completely? No, we're not out of fireworks. The other thing that's worth noting about this is that I think I felt like it was easier to notice all of these critical details because a lot of them are pulling from the narrative elements that make other Final Fantasy games great. So I think the thing about it as well is that it's pulling from what makes Final Fantasy appealing to. It shows that the people making this game have not only an understanding on a surface level, which they are not trying to ape of what makes other Final Fantasy games good, but also they have a critical understanding of what makes other Final Fantasy games great. You know, like what actually connects with the audience and why those games function.
And that's why you and I are so excited for this game.
We're very, very excited.
It's gonna be so good.
I think those things were well on display in Tabata's other games, but probably more on display here than anywhere else. It's also display. It's worth noting that this game's two directors are both Tabata and Tetsuya Nomura, who has removed from the project, but still had never been the lead director on any Final Fantasy game. He was the lead director on Arts games. So it's interesting to see how those two directors both continue the legacy of elements from the series, and managing to do so while choosing to ignore and throw out elements of the surface that are what make Final Fantasy cool to people who recognize the old stuff.
So
basically, it's
in
like
less words, there's cool shit in here, just like there always been.
There's cool shit in here just like there always been, and some of it's the same cool shit, and some of it's different cool shit. And the different cool shit is very, very different, and the old cool shit isn't there for a reason.
Ha! Because it's
No,
Use the
no,
explosive.
because it's like we're here to use
Fire
that
at the explosive.
Use that explosive.
I don't have any more fire. That's the problem.
Oh.
I can't. It doesn't refill your fire when you do that.
Oh. Well,
Funky. Oh, you know what I fucked up? I could be pressing these things as well. Yeah, is it gonna refill my fire?
Uh-oh. No,
weird.
you did.
Huh.
That took all your health.
That was weird.
There's also another one over here. Okay, just give me. Oh, these are all just day bullshit.
For real.
Wow.
Great.
The weather changed.
Oh, here we go. This is what we were trying to figure out from earlier. All right,
Whoa.
cool. So now we've got like bullshit.
Whoa!
Now we've got bullshit like fucking Kingdom Hearts 2 like limit mode shit that I actually fucked up.
Scientific. Oh. Alright. I give up.
All right, fucking run. Oh god, get out of here. I can't see a damn thing.
The temperature has changed. You can see the goosebumps on his arms and legs.
MP fully restored.
Is that what that did?
Yep.
SP fully restored. TP fully restored.
This doesn't have SP or TP.
Elemental P fully restored.
Wow. Just
Sorry, these are bad jokes from 40 years ago.
I,
You guys are so... That's the worst joke I made, and you guys can't even handle.
that's because it's terrible.
It's such a bad joke.
So bad.
Love
ooh,
it.
look at the rain. All right, now the rain's bringing out colors in a nice way.
Oh my goodness, this looks fantastic.
It's a real shame you had to get through Twilight to get to this point. Because it was real dark before. Now it looks real pretty.
Yep. Oh, he hit you.
Uh-oh.
By the way. Oh,
I'm just getting wrecked.
Carbuncle's on your phone like, you should give up, Noctis.
maybe you should run?
Maybe you should, I don't know, suck it up.
Like, all the way down. Sector all the way up and down. Down the street. Yes.
Hugs. Hugs, not drugs. And away!
Nice.
Ooh!
That's pretty good. Hey, Noctis, you do realize that I gave you a chance to
He
lead,
just keeps
right?
damn swinging.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty
I don't
brutal.
feel nearly as bad as how I perform now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the first time I beat this boss when we played it earlier, I really kind of tore it up.
Whoa.
And it was level 3, not
Yeah.
15.
Yeah. So...
It had half the moveset.
If that.
It was like a 2002 John Cena rather than a 2009 John Cena.
Alright, we're free.
So, I want to, before we sign off, I want to ask Soli,
QB.
You feel a lot better? You feel good? You feel like you can get into this game when it comes out?
Yeah, but now you're kind of creeping me out. What do you
All
what do
right.
you want from me?
All right, so we will be making a Tumblr roleplay blog for Soli Sylvester. Soli Sylvester and the QB Kid.
And Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
What a bandit name.